When you get an honor like this one, it's a high that lasts days, and whenever you think about it, there's this sense of well-being. So it's extraordinary, and I think that that is one of the things that you learn about humans, that one of the most important rewards is the fulfillment that you have as a person. I didn't know that I wanted to be a scientist. I was just extraordinarily curious. So I wanted to understand things, and I was fascinated particularly by behavior, and I would spend hours looking at people in the streets, and I would try to understand also how is it that I could feel, how is it that I could think, how is it that I could know that I was a person and recognize myself now as the same person that I was when I was very little. So I was very curious. So science is a career, is a profession where you are actually paid to find out about things you are curious. So I cannot think of a more exciting profession than science, where you are paid for your own curiosity. Each person is a unique individual, and that is quite extraordinary. So each one of us can bring something into this world that is unique. And science gives you the opportunity of using your imagination, your knowledge, to advance knowledge that can then help improve the lives of others. I've devoted my life to understand what are the effects of drugs in the human brain. And one of the things that drugs do is they directly affect the biochemistry and the function of your brain. And as a result of that, they're actually modifying who you are. And so my message to kids is they will be offered drugs, and they will be tempted sometimes to take the drugs because they are with friends and they want to actually be seen as cool. But what they need to realize is that drugs will basically start to transform them in ways that actually are going to put them at a tremendous disadvantage vis-a-vis their chances for success. So out of being cool for a short period of time, they will end up paying a price that will lead them to less chances for success in the future, including also something that many kids don't know when they start taking drugs, that as you take drugs, that excitement that things create in you, the excitement of going and seeing your friends, going and seeing a movie, starts to pale, and it becomes less and less and less. So it's a price they are paying for feeling the effects of the drug right now is going to translate in feeling much less excitement and pleasure from other things tomorrow. And that is another aspect to it. So you're changing your brain in ways that will put you at a disadvantage. But the other ones, even if you like to have fun, taking drugs will make you much less sensitive to fun than you were before taking them. And that is something that very, very few kids know, and they certainly are not thinking about it when someone offers them a drug. Well, I think that our brain, and the brain actually of all creatures that are alive, learns by observing others. And I think that being able to show kids different alternatives of lifestyle that can allow them to really expand on their potential, to be able to do what they want to do, to me is the most important thing. And if I, through what I've done in my life, can inspire others to take a profession in science, to do something that can help others, I think that I really literally would have succeeded beyond my imagination, because I think that that's the ultimate responsibility that we have. How do we teach the younger generations how to lead a life that would be completely fulfilling for themselves, but can also help others?
I want them to see someone who is prominent in their career, and someone who's come from another country, because I think the students identify with that. And they want to see the opportunities in education, especially post-secondary education. And she went to New York University, went to Mexico. She was went to the university in Mexico. So I want them to see that transition and all their possibilities.
Exactly. I like to be a model for my little brothers.
I hope I could get a gist of what being in the science area feels like.
Today, I learned a lot about science when I went to the drug session, and I learned a lot, a good thing. Now I realize that when we're driving, we can't drive. It's very dangerous. That's what I learned. So when I go back to school, I will tell my friends, everyone, my family also, try the best I can.